Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. The reason why I'm starting with doing agility right now is because I don't want to waste any time at all or any XP because UIM bingo just started. We're like 2 days into it. And if you don't know what UIM bingo is, I went over all that in the last video, so make sure you check that out if you didn't see it. And because we also got a couple of pets last video, so definitely make sure you check it out if you didn't see it because it was pretty crazy. But last video was mainly focused around doing Zora. We did 350 KC, which is what we need for tier 1 of the Zora tile. But now that we're done with Zora, it's time to move on to Slayer and bossing. Okay, I have to like clear out my inventory and then go die to Spori because we had a Jad task is the last thing I got right before bingo started. I just went back in the clips to check, and apparently the last time I did a Jad task was about 6 months ago, back in January. Oops, I forgot because I wasn't doing Slayer, I didn't have the Slayer helm on me already, so I'm gonna have to have the Avernic in my inventory while I'm doing Jad, and I can just out the Dragon Battle Axe. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter at all because I'm not gonna be running out of supplies, but I just like to point out stuff like that, the things you gotta think about when you play UIM. The order that you do things is really important. Of course, this will be my first time doing Jad since the blowpipe nerf, but we do have Amethyst darts right now. What was my PB before? Oh, oops. It was 33.52, so I have no idea how this is going to be compared to before. Probably going to be worse though. So just going to pre-pot up here and we'll head on in and see how it goes. The blowpipe is definitely noticeably slower at Jad at least. Maybe a little bit on like the majors and the waves as well. I mean, I didn't do the DPS calcs, but it's a bit slower. I had rigor on the whole time. We got about 36 minutes, 15 KC, and we'll try trading in the Cape and get never lucky. No. Something I learned a little while ago, but I haven't been able to do because I haven't got to Jad task in a while, is that whenever you finish Jad, you know, you get the toggle. You can actually use the toggle to buy these rings here, so we'll see how many we can buy. So we got 34 of them, and you could store these in the stash unit. I had always thought you could only store one in here, but apparently it's just the cap. 2.147 billion is the amount of rings you could store in here. So every time I get a Jad task from now on, I'm just going to buy the rings and put them in there, because before I was just dropping the toggle because it would get me like, what, 20 or 30 death runes or something, which I didn't even think was worth the time. But now it's like a fun little thing to do each time I finish a Jad. Any back-to-back Jad tasks? Oh, we got demonics. Nice, dude. Okay, because I recently unlocked Black Demons when I got back into Slayer a few weeks ago, and this is my first time getting a Black Demons task. And it's kind of perfect too because we just got the Onyx from Zora, which is currently sitting in Hispori, which actually I have to get a loon bag right now to get everything off Hispori. For UIM bingo, there's actually a whole separate tile on the board for PVM prep, which says 2.5k points, and that's for shamans and demonics. One shaman is 1 point, and one demonic is 4 points. Because we're done with Zora now, we could spend a little bit of GP and decant all these 4-dose antidotes back into 1 dose. I am a little bit worried about Arclight charges, not because of demonics, but because of Serb. I started with the full Arclight last Serb task, and we used like 3.5k charges, which I really want to save for demonics, so we'll see how many charges we use from this task, I guess. I am feeling a bit cramped for inventory space, so there's a decent chance that I might end up putting the ranging potions in the looting bag to free up 2 more inventory spots, because at the moment I do have a couple spots available in here. Throughout this whole account, I've only ever killed 209 demonics, because at the time the only thing that I wanted was the suffering, but now that I'm a bit more progressed than I was then, I want the 2 necklaces to replace the fury with, and it's 1 out of 300 for a Zenyte. I'll play the clip of that first Zenyte that I got, but I just looked at the date of that, and that was almost 2 years ago. Ah, there it is. This is me doing a voiceover from the future now. I just want to say, look how cute my setup was back then, dude. The dragon boots, the regular defender. Apparently I had an Armady high top at one point, which I don't even remember that. Oh, the old Varric skirt. I had that dust staff and that tome of fire for way too long on the account. No rune pouch either because untradables didn't drop to the ground on death. Wow, a lot has changed, dude. Carol's crossbow. Man. I did do a bunch of demonics on Trailblazer League, but that's kind of really different because you get all these perks and all the relics and stuff, which was super easy. So it's going to be a bit slower in the main game. I have a very basic switch here. Actually, yeah, I need to eat that so I can free up some space for it, but this is going to be my super epic UIM switch. I think we're all ready to go though, so let's dump on into it. Oh, they dropped those new ashes too. I forgot that's a thing. How much XP do you get from these? I'm not going to bury them. It's probably not even worth it. All right, watch the beautiful SGS in action. Oh, so nice. Okay, that was the first trip we did. I think it's 19 KC. I decided I am going to put the ranging potions in the looting bag. I kind of want to put the super combats in there too, but at least they also give us defense bonuses because I'm not the best with switching prayers and counting to 3 is very hard. We've got a hard casket from demonics. Yeah. After 50 damage, the demonic changes its prayer, and every once in a while with the Arclight, I hit a 50, so it just immediately changes, and it's such a nice feeling. Or same thing with the SGS spec as well. I wasn't exactly keeping track of the kills this trip, but I want to say that was like 40 to 45 kills. I got a lot of supply drops though, because they dropped prayer pots and sharks, but yeah, that's a lot, dude. I think last time when I did it 2 years ago, I was probably getting like 10 KC per trip. I've just, of course, made so many upgrades since then, especially the SGS, which is so nice at demonics. There's the end of the task. No uniques, literally always so unlucky. Back to back, please. Oh, this is actually a good thing because there is a thing on the collection log for bingo to get dragon boots. That's 1 point for whatever reason that's on there. So I guess we'll go kill spiritual mages. From the demonics task, it looks like we went through about 1.3k charges on the Arclight, which isn't too bad, especially compared to how many Serb uses. The demonics KC is up to 361, which means I'm no longer lucky on Zenytes, I'm just average. The thing that's a bit annoying about demonics is that if someone else does even 1 damage and then they teleport out and then like an hour later you come by and kill that same demonic, you don't get the kill. You do get, I think, half the Slayer XP from it, and it does count towards your Slayer task, but it doesn't count as KC towards this, which makes sense, but it's also kind of annoying because this is what the bingo score is going by, so there's a few kills that I got for bingo that won't count because they don't show up here. There they are, dragon boots already. That was 66 kills in. Yeah, I think my work here is done. They're not exactly the best Slayer XP, and I'd rather be bossing anyways. And kind of found out after I got there that one of my teammates is going to be doing Sarah anyways, so I don't know if it was really worth it, but it was really fast to get anyways. Okay, we're gonna go cancel a task and get a new one. Oh, we got DKs. I was kind of hoping for this because I love DKs. Probably one of my favorite bosses in the game. Maybe my favorite. I kind of just really enjoy whatever boss I haven't done for a while. And it has been a while since I've done DK, so let's go gear up for that. I think it was last video I sold off all my blood runes to hold on to death runes instead. And I said that the only time I really need blood runes is for DK's tasks. Every time I get DK's task, I just have to spend like 400k or something to buy a few blood runes for Blood Blitz. While we're walking over here, I want to show you this spreadsheet. I was talking about the spreadsheet last video. It is freaking insane. There's a couple of important tabs here. This one right here is for the whole entire bingo, so it shows all the different teams, has all the basic info on the right side. It shows the 6-hour current leaderboards over here, shows who's currently MVP of each team. I think it updates every 5 minutes automatically or something. I'm not sure exactly. It's kind of like changing as it goes. It's self-learning AI. And then over here at the team progress, there's a lot of info here. You can see who's gained how much XP. It tracks the high scores automatically, and there's all these formulas entered in so it knows like exactly how many points worth of each of these tiles you get as a person. And if we go down here, it shows you how many points you've earned. Like it includes your collection log stuff, all the XP you gained, all the bossing, and all the other, even the stuff that's not on the bingo board that you have to manually enter, which is in one of, I don't even know, I haven't even gone through these sections yet, but yeah, there's a lot of info stuff on here. I want to show that for Slayer boss, we're actually almost done with tier 1 for Slayer boss, so I actually end up skipping a few Slayer bosses, and I'll most likely end up just focusing on variety bossing. That's why we got a DK's task right now. If you don't know the difference, variety boss is just a boss that you don't need a Slayer level for, or a Slayer task for. I know it's been a while, so here's my DK setup. I have this old screenshot from a while ago. The last time I did DKs, I went back and checked. It was like October of 2020, so it has been quite a while. But since then, the upgrades that we've made are the Tacits, the Avernic, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. All right, and then there's my KCs for all 3 of them in the chat box. I probably should have showed the collection log, but whatever. I just want to get into it and not waste bingo time. And I got, oh, did that guy die or something at DKs? Looks like he died. I got my nice buddy over here to help me get through the doors at DKs. He's my pet rock. I don't know who that guy is though. Pretty sure he just died. Sorry, dude. Okay, well apparently looks like this guy's coming along for the ride. And my trident needs more charges. Frick, dude. Oh, it's the first time doing DKs too since after the blowpipe nerf. I have rigor on, I don't think it's too bad. I used to just use the Eagle Eye because I would try to like wait for them to not die so soon to get the timing between them properly, so I don't think it's really gonna matter. Oh. Alright, well we got me battle staff to start out with, which is not in the collection log. Only thing on the bingo collection log is the berserker ring from DKs, or of course any of the pets. Wait, mud staff is only 12k? For some reason I thought it was like 200 to 300k. Huh, what do I know? I'm just gonna drop that, dude. We got 300 Supreme KC and 300 Prime KC. Ooh, don't forget the Herblore XP. Thank you. This trip, we didn't get even 100 kills. The fact that Prime takes longer to kill and the fact that I have to camp Rigor the whole time makes me go through even more prayer, which means the trips are shorter. But either way, I can do my DK's tasks in 2 trips still. I was never able to do a full task in 1 trip anyways. I think I used to be able to get like 120 or 130 plus. Here's a hard casket from DK's. Alright. Whoa, I just got Dr. Jekyll on here and on the main at the same time. Alright, dude, it's literally like a week after 4th of July. I don't know why people are still setting off fireworks. Ooh, a Sears ring. Very nice to see a drop, even though it doesn't count for bingo. What? Another Sears ring. Interesting. Oh, freak, they're both out now. Okay, 327 KC and 329 KC. Oh, yes, dude. Oh, that's the one we needed for bingo. Okay, I need to screenshot that. It's just 1 point for bingo, but like, I don't know, I'm just very satisfied to get that filled out. And there's the end of the task. I'm gonna try to see if I get a few more kills in because I'm not in the Slayer area right now. Well, alright, dude. I think my work here is done. I'm gonna grab our chips and dip, and this is the loot from this DK's trip. Let's take a look at the collection log, because I should have done it beforehand. I was going to be very shocked if I didn't get a B-ring, because I was going to say this account has always been a magnet for B-rings, and apparently that still holds true. Although today I was a magnet for Sears rings for whatever reason, but we got the 1 B-ring that we needed. That's all I could ask for. Still missing the circle for the stash unit, but I'm kind of glad I didn't get it, because I don't want to have to grind out the, I think it's like the Dragonstone something rather for it, so I'd have to like spend time collecting the key halves, which I really don't want to do during bingo. Unfortunately, no D-axe either, so I can't charge up my Infernal Axe, but we'll get one at some point. Before we do anything else though, I need to know if we're going to get the back-to-back task. Frick off. Alright, we'll have a JAD task to do later, but I've been PVMing all day, so time to eat dinner because it's super late. And now just going to drop this beautiful assortment of rings over to the main. Oh, look at the cool colors on the ground. I was watching over the clips from today and I realized when I got that JAD task, I just clicked off the screen, which means if you do that, you get assigned Czar instead of actual JAD, and there's no way to undo that. You can't turn that back into a JAD task, I don't think. I couldn't figure out a way to, at least, so unfortunately, I'm just going to cancel that, and I mean, I guess we could get it back-to-back. Alright, dude. Game is honestly so easy. Yeah, I think I'll take a JAD task. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be pretty much the opposite of the run I did before, where I was trying to speed run it as much as I could, because now I have a very limited inventory. I didn't want to like re-suicide everything. No range pots, probably won't use rigor for a lot of it. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully I don't run out of prayer. We're still looking pretty decent on supplies. I will do a melee fight caves at some point. Not tonight though. Tonight is not the night. I did a bunch of melee fight caves on Trailblazer League, but I don't know if that's exactly the same because those relics were freaking insane. So it'd probably be a little bit different. But we got a fire cape to turn in here. Let's get Never Lucky. 41 minutes, pretty reclined. And we got some more Obby rings to add to the collection. Just let me get a JAD task again, please. Oh yes, we're going back to Demonics. Tomorrow though, because it's 2 a.m. right now, and I've been gaming all day. I'm just freeing up a spot in the looting bag by using up all these DK's bones on the Unlake Gilded altar in the POH, because I don't want to waste the bingo time doing the Will the altar method, especially when it's like not even that many bones. Got about like almost 60k prayer XP. I set myself up right here, right before bed, so I could wake up and get straight into Demonics once again. No way, I can't believe the Demonic just dropped these nuts. Bro, the examine text of these javelin heads when your girlfriend's waiting in bed for you. Just kidding, we play Runescape. Wait, there's a couple of Wait, did 2 people just die? What? Or did a guy like come here to pick up his stuff and then die again? I feel like there's been a lot of throwbacks to all the different leagues. This is like a throwback to, I think it was Twisted League, when they're just a bunch of people all in the same area, all fighting the wizards because everyone would just camp clues. Hard casket. Before you ask about this later, because I know someone's going to end up seeing it, just please don't ask about the snake grass. Oh, 6 kills left on the task. Oh, okay, let's finish up this trip here. Oh, so nice. All right, there we go. The task is done. Oh, freaking. All right, Zenyte number 2 It's, what was that, like 7.5 mil GP? The last time I got one in that first clip I showed, it was 12.7 mil. So 517 KC with 2 Zenytes. I guess we got the second one at 511 because we still had 6 more kills. Ooh, now the question is, do we make it into an Anguish or a Torture? The thing is, Anguish is a much more important DPS boost for range than the Torture would be for melee. But now with the blowpipe nerf, I don't use range as often. Even in general before, I feel like I still use melee more. But I have the Ferocious Gloves now too, and I feel like just in general I've kind of been choosing to prioritize melee more than range, so I think I'm actually going to make it into a Torture. But either way, I mean, ideally we'll keep on getting more Demonics tasks, and probably sooner rather than later we'll get another Zenyte pretty soon, well, within a few more tasks. Statistically anyways, so it's not like it makes too much of a difference just for, I don't know, a week, a couple weeks, who knows. I just got a Sukwa task, which I unblocked when I was doing Konar Slayer for Hydra because Konar didn't assign Sukwas. But now that we're back to doing Duradel and we're done with Hydra, I need to reblock these guys, so I'm going to spend 100 points there. The other nice thing about getting a Zenyte is that the Zenyte counts as 1 point for bingo. We can come over here in the Gnome Stronghold to Zootnock and then claim back Zombie Monkey Grigri for free. Alright, let's chisel the thingy here. And we can go down the ladder. We can get around here. And we're going to fuse these together in the flame wall. And there we go. Beautiful Zenyte. The requirement is 98 crafting to make the Torture, and we only have 95. So we're going to hopefully get a mushroom at some point. We need the Soleil Step mushroom, which is 1 out of 100. And we can make the pie out of that, which will give us a +4 crafting boost. There it is. And the great thing about going for this is that I'm still getting woodcutting XP to help with bingo. Okay, let's do this. We'll take a bite of the pie. Make the Zenyte amulet unstrung, string it, and just enchant it. And there we go, we got a Torture. Best in slot melee necklace in the game. For those of you that don't know the stats, here's the stats of the Fury. You can see it's kind of balanced for all the combat styles, but if you're just using melee, generally the Torture is better. It provides no bonuses for the other stats except for the melee stuff, so it's +15 instead of +10 for the accuracy, +10 instead of +8 for the strength. But it does have a little bit less prayer. It's only 2 prayer bonus instead of 5. And it has no defense as well. Here we go though, second piece of Zenyte jewelry on the account. I think this will be a good place to wrap up the video though. Next video, we'll probably just keep on going with Slayer, keep on going with the bingo, and we'll see if maybe we get more Demonics tasks and just take it one day at a time. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.